So today we're going to talk about the Daikin VRF system. You have a master-slave unit here. This is your master, this is your slave. Each unit is 14 tons. They are heat pumps, but being that they only serve your TR rooms and your electrical rooms, we made them cooling only units. Now we did that, this dip switch right there. Flip that up, makes them cooling only, so no one can go to the thermostats or whatever, try to put them in heat, it won't happen. It locked out the heat mode. You have 2 compressors in each one, inverter driven, so they'll ramp up, ramp down, depending on load. And how they calculate that is each fan coil's got temperature sensors. And what they try to do is maintain a 9-degree superheat at those fan coils. That's all they're looking for. They don't care about supply air temp, return air temp, any of that. And how they lead lag or go from master slave is BTU usage. So whichever one has more BTU usage, it'll switch over to the other one. Vice versa. They'll just go back and forth. That can't be changed. That is in Daikin software. These are your communication wires coming in. This one is going to all your fan coils. Talk to your fan coils. This one is your communication wire between all your condensers on the building. So you got 1, 2, 3 other condensers that this is talking to, and then it goes back to your iTouch manager down on the first floor, so it can see all your fan coils. This guy is a wire just between the two. Between these two that are talking. Main PC board. Right here is where you can do all your mode functions. You know, say you had a leak and you had to recover rest of the refrigerant, you can come up here, put it in recovery mode. It'll open up all your EVs, all of your solenoids, everything. So you're wide open to the system. Say you have a failure on your master unit. It will not automatically switch over. It's going to give you an alarm. You'll have to come up here. There's 2 ways of doing this. You can come up here and put it in mode 39, and it will lock out your master compressors. And it'll bring on your slave compressors and only run that one. If your slave goes down, you go back to mode 39, and you go, after you set it, 0 will pop up, 1 is for master, you hit set again, 2 will be for your slave. So that's one way of doing it, but it's only temporary. It's only for 24 hours. So another way to do it is take this wire off, bring it over there, and make that your master. What you do is you just kill power to your master and your slave at the same time. Move your wire over, only turn power onto your slave. Now it's going to think that that's the master, and it'll reinitialize through all your fan coils, and that'll become your master until you get this one repaired as well. So like I said, you got your 2 compressors, you got an accumulator back there for help bring your refrigerant back from a liquid state to a vapor state, and then your oil receivers back there as well. Oil separators, I'm sorry. Keep on. Other than that, you got your 2 condenser fan motors, inverter driven as well. Right here is a subcooler to keep all your inverters cool as well. So that's pretty much the rundown on this. Got your condenser coils, obviously keep those clean. Gonna be running year round, so keep those TR rooms and those electrical rooms warm or cool. So you guys have any questions other than?
Is there anything different from this condenser as far as maintenance-wise that we need to be aware of? I mean, if we go to clean the coils, is there any special precautions that need to be taken with all these electronics? Or
keep the panels on for sure, you know. No, you can just take water to it, you know, and I would just use a hose with the spray nozzle. I wouldn't use a pressure washer, you know, on these. These are really tight fins, you know. Right, you know, and Daikin allows that, you know. That much, you would think for airflow, you'd want a bigger gap, but Daikin is like 1 inch, and you can set them right next to each other, so. And then right here where they pipe in together, that's just a Y branch. It's just a 2-into-1, and it's made special, you know, that Daikin's come up with. It's a ref net fitting, so. And then going from fan coil to fan coil, they use those same fittings, so that's how they do it.
If there was a problem with this master unit, we needed to make this the master, like you were saying, is there anything we need to close off the refrigerant to this unit also?
No, nope, just let it go, yep. Now, if you have a burnout, that might be a different situation. You're probably taking the whole system down at that point. You're gonna have to clean the whole system.
Right.
So, you know, if it's a condenser fan motor, inverter board, any of that, because I have had these inverter boards go out, and it was on a new project, and it happened when they're doing generator testing. They're kicking that generator on and off, and took out these inverter boards. I actually had Daikin come out, and that's the only thing that they could come up with is, you know, those spikes. So, but they're not too hard to change out.
I know reading up on these, there were some codes that you could put in for it to ignore certain alarms, just to get your system running again while you corrected those problems.
Right, that's the emergency mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's done here?
Yes. Yep. Right up here. Yep. Absolutely. And you'll see if this goes into alarm or a fan coil goes into alarm, you'll be able to see it at that iTouch manager. So. Even at the stat, even also. Now, when you're doing maintenance on those fan coils, if you turn power off to one fan coil, it's going to alarm that whole system. It will shut down that whole system. It'll throw a comm failure. So, good thing is there's not much to those. I mean, other than the washable filters on them. You know, take them out, wash them, that's about it. They do have the external mounted condensate pump. So, like on that little one over there, that's just a 1-to-1. If that condensate pump goes into alarm, it's gonna shut that system down. If I got these wired into, if that condensate pump goes on high water alarm or it fails, it will only shut off that fan coil. And the rest of the system will continue to run. So it's only if you kill power. But if you do have to kill power, say a fan motor went out on it or whatnot, come up here, turn the power off to both of these, run down there, turn the power off to that fan coil, come back up here, flip the disconnects back on, it'll reinitialize, and it just won't see that fan coil no more. So that's the easiest way to do it. You know, if not, oh, go ahead.
That iTouch manager, that saves all the information that you put into it already?
Yeah.
When it reinitializes, it won't cause any problems with that?
No. So, yeah, that's how I always do it. Seems to be the easiest. You know, I mean, you can go through here, but you're pushing a million buttons, you know, going mode, set, back, set, you know, so. You know, I wish they would come up with a digital display like the iTouch to put in here like every other manufacturer does, but they like to use those buttons, you know, and it's all numbers. It's all numbers. So you got to make sure you're putting in the right mode. So, and that app, it'll go through all those modes. It'll show you. So.